This is Brandon Smith, and the Forbidden Library. I'm a little crispy, but we're fine. Everything is fine. Hello everyone, I'm back. I had a lovely holiday. I went to Turkey. It was great. I'll tell you all about it. But we're going to say hi to everyone first. Hi Lucas, hi Boyd, hi Mr. Max, hi Sweetie. Happy birthday, Rahel. I'm so glad I get to come back for your birthday. Get to be a treat for your day. Yay. And hello, Sweeney. I've already said hi, Sweeney. But yes, this is about... Yeah, I went to Turkey. Not the food, the place. Although I did have turkey in Turkey, and it was very good turkey in Turkey. I went to Antalya. And I went to a nice all-inclusive hotel, and I didn't have to cook. Short vacation for 4 days. It was, but the flight's not that bad. So it wasn't too terrible. And 3 days was enough, because we literally did grand F-all the whole time. We sat by the pool, tried not to get boiled by the sun. Maybe wasn't that successful in that. It was 32, 33 degrees at times, which for you Fahrenheit users is about 90 degrees. So it was very, 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 very warm. And very, 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 very sunny. But I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to clean. I barely had to decide on my food because I just go in and pick from a buffet, and it was great. And it was lovely. I had a good time. Although I travelled kind of rough. I was a little bit sick after the first... Ah! That's the Void member alert. I'm too zoomed in for you to see it, but thank you, Void. Void when he sees Featherine in the Forbidden Library. Oh, Bryony, I'm packing my bags. I'm not dealing with the Grand Library Guardian. Hope she doesn't make you read too much. You're a Kelvin user? I don't know what it is in Kelvin. I'm not gonna lie. Still 33 where I am right now. Oh my god, Mr. How do you survive in that? It's been 33 for 2 to 3 months. I couldn't live in that. When we got home to England, it was 15 degrees and raining. I was like, god damn, this is a welcome. And then yesterday, we went to go get some like milk and stuff in, because obviously we've been away and we were running out of stuff. And we were like, oh, we'll just walk. It's a little bit sunny. It should be fine. It's been 35, 41 a bit. Oh my god, how do you guys live? I sleep during the days and live at night, so months on it. Oh my god. I don't know how people live in hot countries. It sounds wild. But we went for a walk yesterday to go get milk and stuff. And we were like, oh, it's sunny. And then we came back and it was torrential rain on the walk back, and I got soaked through. It was like England in general going, welcome back, sweetie. Remember all this rain? Kelvin is the absolute temperature. So 0 Kelvin is absolute 0. Ah, understood. I don't know what 32, 33 degrees in Kelvin is, though. So you might have to look that one up. I looked up the Fahrenheit because I know other people use that. Yeah. Would you like to see some pictures? We live with air conditioning. That's true. I don't have air conditioning in my house. So I would just boil like a potato if it was that temperature in the UK. And that was true. At least in the room we had air conditioning and stuff. We'd normally go for a nice afternoon nap. After a hard day of reading by the pool and going for swims, we'd go have a nice afternoon nap. You don't have AC in your room, Mr. Max, and it's that hot? Oh my god. I hope you don't die. Please stay hydrated. Yeah. No, you wouldn't like to see pictures? Too bad I'm showing you pictures. Here's a picture. This was the baggage check when we got off, and the baggage check that the bags were coming out of the shark's mouth. It was so good. Don't listen to Void, show the gorgeous pictures. There aren't too many. I'm actually really bad at taking pictures because I'm just kind of vibing at the time. No thermostat in the UK. We have thermostats, but it's normally for heating, not AC, because we're more naturally a cold country. So we normally have to warm up our houses rather than cool our houses. You're such a good boy. It's so cool. So why the sunglasses? Too much alcohol, lack of sleep. No, I didn't really drink, honestly. I did one night, and that was about it. This is probably the lack of sleep. I had to get up at 2 a.m. on the Tuesday to start traveling back. That was awful. And then I didn't really get to sleep until I actually made it back to England, and that was many hours later. The amount of pictures I take of that. I know, look at him! Back in medieval times, you could grow grapes in the UK. Shame the Gulf Stream changed directions. Yeah, it's cold. I'm actually kind of happy it's cold, though. I'm so happy for it to be jumper season again soon. What's my next picture? I can't remember. Oh, it's a kitty! There were cats in the hotel, just wandering about, begging for food constantly. Brandy last year. Void, I'm alcohol-free brandy now. I'm not alcohol-free. I never said that. I just don't drink often. Oh, by the way, the Mendes packs are still a work in progress. Not because the fights are too hard, but because they're too easy, and I'm actually having difficulty making them easier for you. Well, theoretically, we should be fine then. We've done pretty good with those so far. Imagine showing your face in one of the pictures. I haven't. We don't have any of my face in the pictures. We're fine. I've taken out anything with actually me in. But this is a kitty cat that I totally didn't feed by dropping some fish off my plate for it. Totally not. Yeah, we're fine. I've only put some stuff in the slideshow that doesn't have my face. We're good. Don't you worry, I'm not going to dox myself. But that's a kitty. We called this Mahik the Liar because he says that he has never been fed in his whole life. But in reality, the cats had their own restaurant. Look at this, Cat Donald's. They had, oh wait, no. I want to make this small so you can see my beautiful sunglassed face. But yeah, they had their own little Edie place. Feed with fish, this is the new assistant. You love the tan red around? Yes, I worked hard on it. At least all of us can breathe. The Brody is human. I am human and burned. The kitty's got their own little restaurant bit. I thought that was so cute. Yeah, but then you have the ability to snatch victory from the jaws of Hey, if I do that, then I just have to try again. If I end up failing, then we try again. Yeah. And then this was one of my desserts. The desserts were really cool. I forgot to do it, but I was gonna take like a video of just going down the dessert thing because all the cakes looked so good. And they were so good. I ended up getting so much cake because I was like, oh, but this one looks good, and this one's good. And then I'd only have like a bite of each cake. But the staff didn't seem to mind. They were just like, yep, this happens. Did you actually get a tan while you were gone, or just sunburnt? I would like to think my skin is like 2 shades darker than the pale ass it already was. But, I mostly just burn. So, as much as it was lovely and sunny, I did spend most of my time in the shade. Because it's the only way I survive. Otherwise, I really would be too crispy, and I would be in a lot of pain. But this was a big macaron. It was a big boy. And I didn't even get to finish it. And inside it was cherry flavored. I thought it was going to be strawberry flavored, but it's cherry flavored. And then inside it, there was some like chocolate covered peanuts. Well, milk bottle complexion for the win. Yes, that Xbox tan, as I used to call it once upon a time. So you are now a 4 or an 8. If you know the reference, you know. I do not know the reference, but I hope other people do and enjoy it. Watch me make that someday. Do it. The roll of chocolate on it was also really nice. It was like, cause it was just a thin bit of chocolate. It had like the consistency of a flake, but you know, less messy. Very good. 10 out of 10 desserts. Best part. One of the best parts. And then there was the party time on the last day, before which we couldn't stay for the big party. Hello, Jabba Hop, welcome. There was like a big club party just on the beach. And they had a DJ, and it was pink themed! macaron in the shape of a brainy. Oh, I love me some macarons. I actually didn't have macarons until only a few years ago. I first had my first macaron, and it was so good. They're so soft, yet so crunchy. It's good. And then we partied a bit. And they gave everyone, you know the balloons that clowns have and they make stuff out of it? They gave us all one of those randomly, so I made myself a sword because that's the only thing I know how to make with a balloon. But the lady next to us did make a small dog, and it's always joyful to see a balloon dog. Yes. It's a nod to Friends TV show where one of the characters gets a spray on tan and it backfires spectacular. Wonderful. And I think that's it. Yeah, those are all the photos I had. I didn't actually, like I said, I didn't take any photos of the beach or the pool or anything like that. My fiance did. I could ask them for some photos, but, no. Oh, we're gonna play a game. You would probably make a dog too, as the only one I know how to make. Yeah, there were a couple people who made dogs. A lot of people turn them into hats. And one of the ladies that she worked for the the entertainment staff there, and she managed to get it round her waist. She was so skinny. She was lovely. She was great. Just play the game, Void. God. No, I'll play the game for my own convenience. Thank you. Yeah, that was my holiday. It was really nice. Bit of a bumpy ride on the way back, though. There's lots and lots of turbulence, which is always funny when there's lots and lots of turbulence, because that means you can't go to the toilet as many times on the plane. So because the fasten your seatbelt sign always turns on. So every time the fasten your seatbelt sign turned off, there was a huge queue of people that needed the loo every single time. But a wonderful thing did happen on the way back. You know when you're like, you book your seats and there's 3 seats but only 2 of you, but then no one comes in for that 3rd seat. That's what we had on the way home. We had 3 seats between 2 of us. It was great. Right, I like cake, the cultured folks. Why have just the cakes when you could have a whole bakery instead? Also, me and my coffee. They had a whole bakery. It was great. It was so much cake. I would like to fly private when I have to fly. I mean, commercial's not that bad. I would always suggest paying for extra leg room, though, if you're taller than me. For me, it's not too bad because I am small. But for my fiance, it's always better to get the leg room, because then it's just generally more comfortable. Also depends how long you have to fly. Like for me to get to Turkey, it was about 4 hours, and then I think it was less back actually. We made a really good time on the way back. We landed a lot, like 20 minutes to half an hour earlier than necessary. But there's noisy people on board. That's what earplugs and noise-cancelling headphones are for. The one on the way there, though I'll admit, I would have loved to be private then because we were surrounded by crying children and it was awful. But it's fine. We got there eventually. You don't have to deal with them that long. The price difference is too much. My family tries to get me to travel. Me proceeds to make myself cement shoes. It's worth it to travel, especially going abroad, going some... Admittedly, this was not a cultured holiday at all. This was, I don't want to cook, clean, or think about anything for a while kind of holiday, where I finished 3 books while I was there, which is great. Admittedly, I was partway through some of them when I was there, but I cleared my reading. I made most of a hairband when I in crochet. I crocheted by the pool like the old lady I am, obviously. I'm not much of a travel person. It's so tiring if it's only a 2-week trip. It has to be at least 2 months to be enjoyed, but that's a lot. Mine was only 4 days. We kind of balanced it out with our finances, and we were like, well, that's what we can afford. We didn't really want to do anything a bit cheaper. Because you want to go there and you want it to be nice, obviously. So we didn't really want to go down like a few stars in hotel just to get like a few more days. It's finding out what balance you accept and then going with that, and so that's how we've ended up with how we do. I know travel is good, but I'm a creature of habit and a penny pincher. I don't blame you. I mean, part of the reason I'm kind of glad to be home is my routine gets to go back to the way it was. I enjoyed it and it was lovely, but I hate not having a plan sometimes and just kind of chilling by the pool. I'm just like, but what's the plan for my life right now? It is reading. I don't know. The loosey-goosiness does stress me out a little bit sometimes. Are you gonna go on another vacation next year? Maybe? It all depends on the finances at the time, really. I like going on small vacations just to get out. Last year's Barbados was a big one. We had better finances at that point. But it just depends where we're at and what we're doing. We wanted to get away this year because it was a big obviously I got engaged, and it was a big anniversary for me and the other half this year as well. So we wanted to get away, partly to celebrate that as well. But it's good. I think it's good to go somewhere that has different languages and different cultures and stuff. I think it opens up your brain to the world. The inevitable vacation for you, Bright. The honeymoon. Oh yes, that's honestly that's probably gonna potentially scupper any vacays next year, because we're probably gonna have to, any money we'd have for a normal vacation has got to go into probably wedding and honeymoon funds. So we shall see. Probably if we're gonna do a vacation, it might be a smaller one in the UK. Maybe just a long weekend somewhere in Wales, probably. Maybe Ireland. We haven't really done Ireland before. Ireland would be fun. That's it. That's VayKay talk. Let's take away the VayKay pics. Bring on the case of the golden idol. Wait, this is a detective game and I forgot to put my detective hat on. 1 second. You'll give me a minute to get my hat on, Hat and moustache, because it's very important. Just prepare for all the ribbing when you get back. Obviously. Where did I put this goddamn hat? Come here. Where are you? There you are. There it is. Okay, found it. Now let me put it on my head. Hat. Na 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 na. Detective hat. You mean no detective hat? I haven't been an idiot yet today. We haven't earned the dunce cap. We're doing the detective hat and the moustache because it's very important. Moustache. Where's my moustache gone? Good lord. You know when you're back on holiday, nothing is where you want it to be and everything, and moustache don't go. Found it. Need a Sherlock Holmes hat. Yes, we're on it. I'm picking out my hat now. Oh, there we go. The beautiful moustache. There we go. I feel like I'm undercover. Oh, you'll see in a minute. I feel like I'm undercover because I have some stuff on my face. This is fine. Is this a Bridie Rose Smith stream? We don't know. She's obviously in disguise. Lovely. The art style of this game kind of freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would normally pick to play this, but I thought it's a story-driven detective game. I thought that'd be fun. It's only supposed to last about 6 hours or so. So, are they talking about you? I am the golden idol! Maybe. Someone has stolen me. Maybe. I don't know. What has to do with this golden idol. Red skin, brown colors, boiled potato. I am a boiled potato. Let's play this game. Let's find out what happened to the golden idol. Chapter 1, complications in the family. But yeah, because obviously it's spooky month next month, isn't it? And we've only got like a couple weeks till spooky month, and I want to play Slay the Princess. So I'm hoping this will be done by then, so we can play Slay the Princess. Yeah. An abrupt termination of contract. Wait, once we use controller, I'm using keyboard. Study the environment to infer what has happened. Important information can be gathered from documents. Gather phrases from evidence and documents. I know. Scary Month snuck up on us this year. It has nearly been a whole year. Assign gather phrases the correct slots into the think panels. Complete the scroll to finish the scenario. Filling additional panels is optional, but will help you solve the main scroll. Tips. Take your time to study the environment carefully. Focus on the evidence before you. Even when facing great challenges, there is no need for guesswork. You can access hints if you get stuck. Okay. I want to play a little bit of Minecraft next month and try to fool Brownie into believing a hoax. Good luck with that. Now I'm not going to believe anything you say for a month. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Ah! So he has a scalpel. Does that mean he's a doctor? January 5th, 1742. Both parties agreed to these terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Albert Cloudsley has rights to 2/3 of all valuables for funding the expedition. Oberon Geller has rights to 1/3 of all valuables and any golden statues found for providing the map to the expedition site. Oberon Geller, Albert Cloudsley. Okay, so we got their names. So one of them is Oberon Geller and one of them is Albert Cloudsley. I'm hoping you'll give Broken Sword Reforged a try, since it's a detective game from the 90s with a beautiful art style and music direction. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Sounds fun. This clue's been added to the thinking panel. So we've got Hornfinger, Ruins of Xenopolis, and the Bay of Shadows, and the Horn of Thumb. Interesting, interesting. And we have a medicine bottle. Okay, what about you? I knew you were plotting, you snake. So he thinks that this guy was gonna betray him. So that's all we got. So we got a pipe. We have a dagger. And we have another letter, which is the same letter. It's the same letter. So it seems to be, maybe this is their contract, and they both have a copy of it. Albert Cloudsley, Oberon Geller, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hi, Noah Size Phantom! Finally a reason for pedestrians to fear me once again. No! Oh God, you just... So we went outside again today. I was in my car and a motorcyclist went into my side today. It was slow. It was like on a corner and I was stopped. Luckily no one was hurt. But and the motorcyclist, bless his cotton socks. He was a kid. He was probably like 16. And he was really shaken by it, bless his cotton socks. Luckily, like I said, no damage to my car and he was fine too, but bless his little cotton socks. I hope he's okay. I really do. Wait a minute, you did the detective game thing last year and then you put witch dress on. I'm noticing an annual pattern. That's a good point. I don't have a costume for this year. It wasn't me this time. Okay, oh, he's got some tobacco pouch and a pipe cleaner. 2 bags filled with coins and gems. A bag of medical instruments and medicine. A golden statue with a red stone and a bag filled with coins and gems. So, that's not right. This one should have all the coins and gems. That one should have the gold statues. Because this guy, one of them is entitled to the coins, one of them isn't. So it seems that's all we've got. We've got all the letters. Now, how do we fill this out? So, who pushed who? Who is who? Who is who? You have a pipe, which probably means you have the tobacco, which probably means that you're the guy who is entitled to all the valuables. So you're Albert. So I think Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller from a cliff on the something of Monkeypaw Island. So where ruins of Xenopolis is where we are. From the ruins of Xenopolis. Ah, 2 or fewer slots are incorrect. So 2 or fewer, so I probably just got the camp in the ruins of Xenopolis. Okay, so I've got the location wrong. I'm not sure where they are, because I thought it'd just be the X, which is in the thing. So maybe they've travelled up to the Horn of Finger then? No, so it's not Horn of Finger either. Bay of Shadow? I mean, it looks pretty suspicious. No? Horn of Thumb? Horn of Thumb it is then. I'm not... Oh, is that because that's the 2 islands there? Is that it? Puzzle game I'm interested in now. It is. Are you looking extra crispy today? Blackpool must have been fun. It was Turkey! I went to Turkey! Ain't going to Blackpool! There is always the Roland outfit. I could always try doing a little cosplay, eh? Honestly, my 3D model, it's easier to do cosplays. So this would actually be the Horn of Thumb then. Yeah! While Dr. Oberon Geller was surveying the poor weather with his looking glass, his expedition partner, Albert Cloudsley, Esquire, suddenly pushed him off the cliff. Why did he do that? Because he wanted the idol, most likely. The untimely passing of a rural gentleman. How come I look suntanned? Because I was on vacation in Turkey and it was really, really warm and I got a little bit sunburnt. Oh, there's a lot to look at here. Oh my! How grisly! So he had a ruby ring on. Man is not breathing. His head is badly wounded. What did I get? Head wound. Okay. This clue's been added to the panel. There's nothing else I can click on it. So it's just there. He's got stuff in his pocket. It seems maybe a doctor's coat? Attire. Oh, I see. I can, like, do stuff to make it make sense. Brownie was in Turkey to prepare Thanksgiving. Actually, I did eat turkey. Oh, here it is. That's the golden idol. Being all sussy, maybe causing some deaths. Outside, a horse running in the yard. A yacht is slowly floating by in the river. It does. This clue has been added to the panel, so it's a guy. He's eating some turkey too. Tap 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 tap. Now it doesn't seem to be working to tab here. Woodshire, Crow Tower, Blackfield. So this is somewhere where we are. There is a horse and a yacht, so we're probably at Blackfield. I will safely assume, because that's the only place where there's water. I wanna maybe... Spontaneous combustion? Sebastian Clouds. I see. So this must be... He must have inherited the golden idol, maybe from his father. will share my humble contribution to the science of anatomy and chemistry. August 22nd, 1786, to 12 a.m. Woke up to a beautiful day. 12:30, washed and dressed in my dining attire. 2 o'clock, had a beautiful roasted... Oh, it was a duck. It was a duck. I did have some duck on holiday too as well. Duck's great. Duck's one of my favourite meats. Probably my favourite meat, actually. Changed to my hunting attire. Rode to hunt badgers. Had no luck today and returned home. Changed into my researching attire. Changed into my dining attire. Had a tasty beef loin for supper. Filled my diary and went to bed to continue reading for research. Naruhodo. Duck is delicious. 100%. Shredded with hoisin sauce in a pancake is the peak kind of duck that you get. Not Peking duck. Jokes. So it's August 23rd, according to that. A rickety ladder. Lead poisoning by Henry Clover. Okay, so we have everything we need. Let's see how much I can put together. Sebastian Cloudsley. Lord of... I need to... So this is Sebastian. Sebastian's dead. He's deaded. So these are his different attires. This is his researching attire. This is his dining attire. So this must mean he's his hunting attire. Okay. I need to check that map again. What was it? Blackfield. Lord of Blackfield. The cause of death was... it was a head wound, so I assume maybe he fell. Was a head wound, which occurred when he fell from a ladder while he was researching. Yeah! Oh no, something's wrong. My 5th grade teacher, hey boy, do you want to feed the ducks? Me, I would like to feed on the ducks. Correct. Duck, oh my god, you ate Subaru? Yeah, I ate some of her relatives. It does deserve a drum sound. I need to open something for that to happen. La, 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 la. That is loud! Let's turn that down. So, maybe it's this. He didn't die of spontaneous combustion. He was... What gear was he in? He was in his hunting gear. So, maybe it's when he fell from his horse, not his ladder. No? No? Spontaneous ladder? Did he die from spontaneous ladder? Greetings, howdy, yes. We do the funny visual jokes. I don't want to use a clue. Unless it's Blackfield I got wrong, but that we're definitely in Blackfield. I don't know what these mean. Does that mean that's a badger? He was researching in his hunting attire. It's what it seems to be. All these are correct. He's definitely in his hunting attire in bed. That much we can say. We don't know why he's in bed with it. It seems that his body has been moved, potentially, if he was hunting. Because this insinuates... But this might not be the full day. But you're right. That was it! That was it! That's what you were trying to tell me! I got it. I have a horrible section on what I believe combustion is. Sounds fun. Turn to scenario. Oh. Ding, ding, ding. Sebastian Cloudsley. So we have a funeral for him? What is this? Oh, it's just that. That's terrifying. While the Lord of Blakefield was hunting, his horse threw him off and he suffered a deadly head wound. Yeah, so his maybe father, potentially, pushed the dude off the mountain to get the idol, and then his child was... No, it's okay. You didn't tell me the answer. I still had to figure it out, so don't worry about it. Dramatic departure of an outsider. Someone is on fire! What the fuck? This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Okay, so we got a scorched brush and a scorched knife. Who are you, friendo? Spare me, devil! I was simply following orders. That said the nasty people. 'Tis but a scratch. So what have you got? Astonishing Monkey Man, property of Pear Brothers. And he has a small knife too, with an A engraved into it. That one has a J engraved into it. What the blazes? That's a bad pun, my friend, said the person who just did Peking Duck as a pun, but still. Orcus Jockey Club Derby, win, race, play, show, wager. Okay, so this is a wager slip, a betting slip. Oh, he's got the idol. Now, if it's all the same view, I'll take my leave. So he came in to steal the idol. £1, 2 shillings and 2 pence. The ruby ring that was on the hand of our last murder victim. Spontaneous combustion again. To perform the combustion trick, you must first cast a freezing spell. The sacred glyphs for combustion are on the idol. So the idol can cause spontaneous combustion. Well, it's not really spontaneous. Is it spontaneous if it's caused? Doesn't feel like it's spontaneous then. This so-called spontaneous combustion, indubitably. I'm half asleep, but the random words I'm hearing are not making a lot of sense. That is fine. Ah, so these are the glyphs for spontaneous combustion. I'm just wanting to compare. Yeah, it's the same ones on the piece of paper. Nice, good to know. What about you, my friend? Interesting. So you have Ash Blair, finest tobacco. Is he a tobacco salesman? A saddlebag. What's in the saddlebag? He has a knife, but his isn't engraved in anything. 2 shillings and a penny. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. Be aware to visit my nephew, EC. And what's this one? Stable rota for Adam and James. Do it properly, you lazy oafs. I thought spontaneous had something to do with fashion. No, spontaneous means at random, basically. What's here? Oh, it's a Durgan! Oh, that corresponds to the map we had in the last one. So that would tell me, like, which house we're in. What are you, man? What an unexpected turn of events! So, EC. So this must be the EC from the letter. Dear Edmund, it has reached my attention that you are seeking a capable new servant. I have just the man for you. David Guran is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents that I am sure you will find very useful. If you are pleased with his services, do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. He has a stiletto. Very nice. Alright, gonna dip here. Have a good one. Thank you for coming to Hermit Gamer. Have a wonderful day. Rainy, did you spontaneous combust? Is that why I'm red? I spontaneously burned in the sun, which isn't very spontaneous. Lord Edmund Cloudsley. So this is him. This is Edmund Cloudsley. Speech at Parliament. £3 and 3 shillings. Oh god, this man is rich. Right, I'm pretty sure this is Edmund Cloudsley. I think this guy has an A, this guy had a J. So I think this is James and this is Adam. They're the stable hands. Yes. Other than that, I don't know yet. I don't know anyone else yet. We have David Agaran. Let's see if they have any other clues. So this guy, you'd think it would have his name on. He's waging £35 on something. This guy has come to steal it. But I think he's successfully stealing the thing. This guy, I think, might be Ash Blair. Or at least he has tobacco from Ash Blair. Easy. So he's been sent to check on something from this guy. No, I don't really have a good clue for anything else. So let's see what's going on in here. Fat Lord, Pear wins. A and J again. Graffiti with the words Fat Lord and Pear twins. So Battley, Cloudsley, Cubert. Okay, so we're in Battley. I need to remember that. Can I put that in? No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to check that later. Okay, lady, who are you? My apologies. He can be so badier at times. So she has a lot of jewels. 6 rings with various stones. Spontaneously, schools started having VTubers read for students and then shipping them Subway gift cards. Yeah, it works in centers. It do. It very much do. Is that £4 she has? My god, she's... Ooh, look at her weapon. An ornamental guitar blade. Lovely. And a fan with Arabic on? Shamir Bat. Ah, interesting. But I don't really have anything I can take from that. What is this? Nicholas Maker, attorney. That must be you. I would not have expected one of your family to treat a legal document in such a way. I'm appalled. Okay, so there's 2 ruby rings in play. He has 3 shillings and 3 pence. Oh, righto. Okay. So Albert Cloudsley and Mary Cloudsley fathered and mothered 4 children. Edmund Cloudsley, Rose Cubert, Sebastian Cloudsley, and Beatrix Battley. Then there's Willard Wright and Peter Battley. All 4 inheritors, all present. So these are the 4 inheritors, and they are all in this scene somewhere. Okay. Okay. Reading the last will and testament of Sebastian. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. This guy... Oh god, what was it? Nicholas Maker. This guy's Nicholas Maker. Nicholas Maker. I think she is Rose Cubert. Rose Cubert. Half awake brain is just making it look giggly for me. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. So these guys, I think these 2 potentially other inheritors. These 2 aren't. These 2 are just like... Oh, these are pair. These are pair. There's a pair. They're James and Adam pair. Because they're the Adam twin. The pair twins. I got it. I feel so smart right now. So I think, who's the other inheritors we've got? We've got Willard Wright and Peter Battley. I don't know who's who though. Let's see if we can get some more clues now we have some potentials. His nephew. We are to visit my nephew, EC. I think he's help for the lady, potentially. I'm not sure. Surprisingly, starting sentence with spontaneous seems solid, safe and sound, not spontaneous at all. Okay, so aphorisms by Sebastian Cloudsley. How to be happy. Eat a hearty meal every day, and do not waste your time on trivialities. How to avoid being upset. It's a self-help book! Strive for that which holds meaning, and do not shrink from responsibility. How to be inspired. Take a walk in your forest and breathe the fresh air. Your forest. Everyone has a forest, right? You have a forest. How to avoid being scared. Feeling scared is a weakness. Be strong instead. Thanks, I'm cured. Anxiety. What's this? Ooh. So we have a betting slip again. For Spring Jenny. Peter Battley, which we have the name of, he has sent you frequent reminders concerning the settlement of your debt, and yet, to date, the debt remains unpaid. We humbly request that you make your payments as soon as possible, or we will be forced to take the matter into our own hands. The debt currently stands at £255. Blackguard and Buckland. So Peter Battley is in debt, so he's probably the one with the betting slip at the moment. Quick reword it alrighty. So 10k copies for profit on Amazon. Slightly. Hello. Hello, Lighthouse. Welcome. If you're scared, just stop that. Just stop being afraid. Easy peasy. I know, right? It's so simple. Why have I never thought of that before? So I think he's the one with the betting slip. So I think he's... Oh god, what's the name? I have such a terrible memory. Peter Battley. So I think he is Peter Battley. Because the betting slip we looked at. I, Sebastian Cloudsley of Blakefield Country, being in bodily health and sound and disposing mind and memory, nominate and appoint Nicholas Maker as executor of my last will and testament. Dear Brother Edmund, I bequeath to you the golden idol. Xenopolis will know what to do with it. Can I put this together? Okay. Addressed to... It said, didn't it? Edmund, I think. Edmund Cloudsley. EC, right? Peter Parker? Yeah, fear is a weakness. Yeah, when a crazy person tries intimidating you, just say no. It's easy to say no to fear. This is a good self-help book. It's a terrible self-help book. We met so rarely after you left for the colonies. Therefore, I bequeath to you my savings, land, and the Blackfield Manor house. Come home and establish a museum of my life accomplishments, addressed to someone else who is normally away, I guess? So that's that one. I want you to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. And therefore, I bequeath to you the notes from the research I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. Dear Willard Wright, dear Rose Cubert. My late sister, your mother, disclosed your financial troubles to me long ago. Oh, I know who that's for. That's for Peter, the financial troubles one. was it? Peter Battley. Peter Battley. So this is for each of the executors. So I think Edmund was supposed to get the idol, but it's being stolen currently. Someone has a sharp mind. So we've got these two yet to figure out who they are. I'm gonna go... Have I seen all these? Yes, I have. Okay. I'm gonna go back to this again. So Willard Wright. I still don't know who Willard Wright is. I'm just gonna... And then what does that make him? What names haven't I used? I've used that. I've used James? I've used James. Use Edmund. I haven't used David. I think David Gorin? Maybe. Okay, so we have everyone's names. That helps. That helps immensely. Who is the man behind the slaughter? Theoretically, if we go out to the scene out here, this guy looks like he's the one that stole the idol. So theoretically, we're looking at Willard Wright. So Willard wasn't happy with what he's been given. So maybe Willard was the one. Willard Wright. And the other guy was David. David what? David Grant. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't think that was right. David wasn't in the list though, was he? There was one to Willard Wright, one to Rose Kubert, and one to Edmund, his brother. Okay, so David might not actually have one. I'm pretty sure the thing would go to his brother. You don't know who Willard Wright is. Looks like you haven't played Ace Attorney. I haven't played Ace Attorney. I actually very much want to. It is a plan to potentially play that on stream at some point, because I have no idea when it comes to Ace Attorney. A museum to my accomplishments would be a small shack in the garden. My late sister, your mother, disclosed. That's definitely Peter. Miss Rose, you are a travelled woman, evidently. You have some very interesting things on you. So I'm thinking she's the one that would open the museum, maybe, because she already has a lot of the stuff. So Rose Kubert. Willard should be called Phoenix, with how he's burning people alive. I know, a lot of people love Ace Attorney. It's just one I kind of missed out on, so it'd be really fun to do that one on stream at some point. So I'm pretty sure on those two. I'm pretty sure on that. And Willard, maybe these are the wrong way around. There we go. So he actually did leave the idol to Willard. So the person with the idol hasn't stolen it, but maybe he's still used it. Hello, Xnum! How were the vacations? They were lovely. I had 4 days of sun and not having to cook or clean or really think about anything. It was glorious. Cool, so let's see what we can do for the main bit now. So... oh god. What's this one? Combustion? One minute. I just need to... Okay. So that could be combustion, spontaneous, idle, aphorisms, happy, upset, inspired, scared, house, research. And ordered so-and-so and so-and-so to take the idol. That's definitely the idol. From Willard. Willard, right. Suddenly, Adam Pear died from spontaneous combustion. That much I know for sure. So we know Willard Wright was no, someone else wanted it. Edmund Cloudsley was upset to receive. What did Edmund receive? Edmund received research. Edmund received the research. To receive research in Sebastian Cloudsley's will, and ordered Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol from William Wright. Suddenly James Pear died from spontaneous combustion. Is that not right? That's not right. Oh, here's something else I thought of. Why not a Brian Smith action figure? How expensive would that be? Incredibly. You have some wild ideas. Yeah, so Edmund, unless it wasn't Edmund that was sad about it. Peter's not in on it, I don't think. Let's have a quick look at the Pear brothers again. Astonishing Monkey Man, property of the Pear brothers. Yep. Do you have anything on you? You have a scorched hairbrush and a scorched knife. Life-size brownie statue out of ice. I wanted to smack you in the Incredible Hulk together, so yeah, kind of wild. It is kind of wild. You have absolutely wild ideas. David Garn. It is one hell of a barbecue. Person barbecue. So maybe it's not Edmund. Maybe it's Rose. There was a hairbrush on him. But he was the one, I assume, that was probably in line to do the horse cleaning recently, so... Wait, yeah, why is Chicken playing a detective game? To get to the other side? Scorched brush, knife. The knife with the J on. You were simply following orders, but who from, my friend? Who hired you? Who hired you? Who's not surprised at this? This is surprising. Unexpected turn of events. Like I said, I'm half sure it's him. This is the guy. He was gonna get his stuff stolen, but he was like, nah, bitch. He's just like, what the fuck's going on? I just want to bet on horses. This guy is a little bit sus, I guess, from just what he's saying. He's David Garan. I think he hired David to get it instead. No, yeah, this is fine. and ordered Adam Pear and Adam and James. And it was definitely James Pear that's on fire. I keep being flashbanged by words, and it's bad for my sleep-deprived brain. Horse. You should, if it is bad for your brain, you should go get some rest. Don't just sit here and let your brain be mad. So what gets me is this. So he's hired David Garan. So I think David Garan is... No, can't rest. Must do graphs. Must do modules. Oh, I believe in you then. I hope that over very, very quick. From Willard, right, yes. Willard definitely was the one who got the idol. Stream is keeping you sane at the moment. Fair. I think maybe David as well, though. But I'm pretty sure it was the Pear brothers. Oh, let's have a hint. Let's have one hint. Getting stuck and working through to find the solution is at the heart of the game. Hints can help you figure out the solution without revealing outcomes outright. If hints are not enough, you can reveal mistakes. Let's just have one hint. It really doesn't want you to do the hint. Some bug detective, good cure. Cure for all ailments. Have you made a typo? I haven't typed anything, so we're fine. Have you exhausted all the evidence? Double check the documents and items in the locations. Some detectives overlook or forget important pieces of evidence. Have you re-examined your assumptions? Sometimes detectives make certain assumptions without considering their potential flaws. Try clearing the scrolls and starting from scratch. Sometimes taking a break can be helpful. Let's try that. Just clear it out, clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. Clear it out. Exhaust all the emphasis, slay the spider deck? I wouldn't know. Wait, have you always had 5K? Congrats if I haven't said it yet. Yeah, I've had 5K for just about a month now, I think. But thank you, folks. Thank you so much. It happened. It very much happened. Okay. And to re-examine the evidence. I mean, is it a case of evidence from prior things can help? Okay. Unless it's Willard Wright was happy to receive the idol in Sebastian's will. No, I really think it's like someone was upset to get what they wanted and they wanted the idol. Is that the case though? I'm so sure it's this asshole that wants to steal the idol. His brother. I did end up repeating. So we know it's James Pear, who died from spontaneous combustion. We know that much. We know that maybe there's a confrontation between these two. If it's all the same to you, I will take my leave. So these two probably tried to steal. There is a sword here as well, so he was probably threatened with that. Module done. 29 out of 100 score. I'm gonna go faint now and watch VODs later. Pre-trip. Well, thank you for coming, Howdy. Well done on your score. That sounds like a great score. They were gonna have to take it from Willard, right? And they did want to take the idol, I'm assuming, because everyone wants the idol. Although I could be making assumptions about that. Maybe they wanted the money or the ring. But I don't think I have ring as a option. So I don't think that's the way it is. But it's definitely Adam and James pair, I reckon. And ordered the 2 stable hands to take the idol from Willard. That's correct. And we know it's definitely Sebastian's will, because no one else is dead. Sebastian Cloudsley. It's just, who was it? Who was mad about what they received? I mean, it could be, they could be happy. Or scared. But the only other research, I think, is the only other thing I could potentially say that they got. Because research is the only other thing they received other than the idol. So I am going to put upset. And the only person who was... I'm just back to where I was again. Man, if I almost got away with it during the ages this detective game takes place, we'd have an extra long TV series from people in the 1700s or something almost getting away with it. Causing all the trouble over an idol? Yaga would never approve. He would not. Combustion, spontaneous, idle, aphorisms, happy, upset, inspired, scared, house, research. Barney Smith was reluctant to receive hints from the game's will and ordered Hardy Crusader and Void to take tea from their home. Ah, that sounds about right. I think I'd give you that one. I think I am going to have to go for a hint. No, it really wants me to not do this with hints. But I think it underestimates how smart I am. I don't type things. Fat Lord. No, this guy. This is the guy who did it. It was Peter Battley. We've done it. I've done it. Okay, so he's upset to receive aphorisms. And it was Peter. It was Peter Battley. Peter Battley. Hey! Yes! Man wants an idol all to himself, Void. It's you in the mirror. Wait a minute, you're not Frisk. I did it. I did it. I smarted. Peter Battley, encumbered by his gambling debts, had placed high hopes on his uncle's testament. Upon discovering he had inherited nothing but a book of aphorisms, he tore up the will and ordered his servants to take the golden idol from the stranger Willard. Suddenly, one of his servants burst into flames. Now we know. I want to point out, I did that really fast. I want to point out how I figured that out to people. It was this picture here. Because I realized these two didn't, my misunderstanding was I thought these two worked for this guy, but they didn't. They worked for this guy. Because he's the fat lord with the curly hair. Gambling debts, the house always wins. Don't start gambling. Correct. Let's go to scenario selection. Next. Chapter 2, the cursed inheritance. So the idol has passed to Willard. Let's see how his family deals with this now. Oh my, there's been another murder. Right about now, the fat lord brother, check it out. The fat lord brother, check it out now. The fat lord brother. Ah, it took me a little bit, but I got it. Okay, there's someone sussy out the window. Why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? Old rusty shears, a piece of stale bread. You can lie low for a couple of days in the old oarsman's place down at the docks. So there's like a beggar man outside, trapdoor to the ceiling, which is an entryway into the murderer's place. Empty bed, not warm. Picture of some flowers. The door does not open. Door does not open. Trapdoor to the ceiling. Some more flowers. Revenge, RR. RR. Couldn't find a pen. Clue's been added to the panel. So we got a man that's not breathing. He's been stabbed multiple times. He has a walking cane and a ruby ring, which our good old Willard had before. Revenge is written on the wall. RR. So this is I think this is Willard. I think Willard's got real fast. To my dear Maurice. The watch is ticking. There's nothing inside though. But it is a music box, so it would have made noise when it opened. Washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water. Dear proud beast master, I have attended our departed brother's send-off and accepted the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th. I hope it will reach with you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to bed, for this has been a long day. May Griffin awaken, proud beast initiate. We got some cold stuff going on. Inserting whatever words I want into these slots reminds me of times when I'd find and replace a word in an essay with but. That sounds wonderful. Hello, my dude. Alarm, alarm, a break-in! So, Watchman's lantern. Watchman number 2, Henry Parker. His alarm rattle. And his spear. But there's also some shards of glass on the floor. Which, if it's outside, that implies that the window was broken from the inside, not the outside. So this is a break out, not a break in. Something was thrown out the window. Homo homo. However, we do know this is Henry Parker. Because that's what his thing said, so. Henry Parker, not Parker Parker. Parker Parker, Peter Parker. And we know this is probably Maurice. If that letter was anything to go by. No, wait. Yeah, Maurice, to my dear Maurice. So this might be Maurice. Might be. And they have no idea a murder just occurred upstairs. What's this? Who's this guy? Robert Redruth, escaped convict. £58. Tab. Green wine, beverage wine, Blair wine. Lots of wine. Wine, wine, wine and dine. Green, Breege, Blair. There aren't any perfectly closed rooms. This theoretically is a closed room murder, but it's incredibly obvious closed room murder because the door doesn't open. The window is broken, but it's been broken from the inside, so someone didn't use that as an entry point, so the only entry point should be the trapdoor in the ceiling. Parker, 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 Peaks, Parkers. At the Little Mermaid Inn, Amazing Evans musicals performance on September 9th. So this is September 9th, because this is Mr. Parker, I believe. On Mother, forgive me, I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. A violin, a key, and a folding blade. So what's his name again? Evan. This guy's Evan then. Evans. No, this is Willard. Willard's okay then. Just steal the next one, it's all luck anyway. So his hand of cards. Remember, you, as an agent of our trading company, have to reflect its values to its fullest and never be late. The client leaves port on the 10th, which is tomorrow. Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless. It's got a key, a dagger, and 3 shillings and 2 pence. What's this? So WW is Willard. Willard Wright. Okay, I thought the game was actually going to be incredibly difficult by throwing perfect closed rooms crimes at the audience. I mean, it's not exactly been incredibly easy, but it's not been difficult just yet. However, this is a little bit confusing. I won't lie. I don't really have enough names to guess the rest of these yet. Oh God. So I can figure out who's winning, kind of thing. Oh, hi there. Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He brought me a drink and retired upstairs. Handful of cards. To Annie. So this must be Annie. You are beautiful like a rose, for you will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of fine wine. Your hair is very fine. I will find gold in mine. If that makes you mine. If that makes you forever mine. Your piglet full of love. Stiletto blade, a key, and 4 shillings and 4 pence. Annie, are you okay? She is not okay, but apparently she's fine. Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? So this is, so she's Annie, and this is John. Didn't mean to click off. That is what she said, yeah, John. So this is John. Hand of cards, 7 pence. That's what he has, my dude. He has more than 7 pence in his pocket. That's what he has. A key and a sword? Small sword. Okay. So we got Willard Wright, 1 night. Ash Blair, 1 night. So yeah, I know Willard when I see him. That's Willard. That's Willard. Willard Wright. I think this is the criminal. I safely assume. Whose name was Robert Redruth. Robert Redruth. Must be a writer or an artist with this many pens on it. Potentially. Where did that blasted boy go? I really need to take a piss. Bro, I've had that. I had that at work last week before I went on holiday. I was like, I really need to pee, but the person who would cover me has gone to do other things. Kitchen knife, a lemon. Various ring of keys. Oscar Boyton. It has come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to authorities. I will come by in 3 days. September 8th, so again, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, so 2 days from now. If you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you are willing to earn extra money, reach out to me. So his name is Oscar Boyton. Oscar Boyton. Door to the street with a shut latch. So this is a lock-in. That's Evans. Ash Blair. I don't know who that is. Who's Ash? We have John. We have Annie. The Boyton family is direct opposition to the Kelton family. Green bean. Let's have a look at that wall again. Oh, this is how I can help. So we've got Annie G, M-E, J-B. So J-B, maybe that means John Berridge. And A-G is maybe Annie Green. Annie Green. John Berridge. O-B, is there an M or something? O-B, O-B. Oscar Boyton, we'd already done that one. J-B, John, Annie. Okay. Okay. So how do we know Maurice's last name? Go back upstairs a minute. R. Do we have an R? Robert Redruth. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Robert Redruth. Good old Maurice, do you have anything that will tell me your last name, good sir? Beastmaster Initiative. You are fine. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Bye. Have a lovely day. Oh, JB Fletcher. Oh my God, is that like Murder She Wrote? Oh my God. Don't know. Evans doesn't really have a last name either. Forget Me Not room. Ah, okay. So Willard's in the Dandelion room. Ash Blair is in the Forget Me Not room. Okay, so that's the Forget Me Not. That's the Dandelion. So this man, I had it entirely wrong, is not Maurice. This is Ash Blair. How they got into this room, I'm not sure. To get access to the attic. I'm really not sure how this works, actually. Hi, folks. Nice turn and stash. Thanks, Boris. I worked hard on this tent for a whole few days in Turkey. Evans, I still don't know your last name, Mr. Evans. Is there a name just we haven't used yet? We've used Blair, we've used Breege, we've used Green. So these are the things that they've drank since they've been here. What name haven't we used yet, right? Evans Maurice? No, I didn't think so. We've used Henry, we've used Parker, we've used Robert, we've used Redruth, we've used Green, we've used Barige, we've used John, we've used Evans, we've used Blair, we've used Annie, we've used Willard, use that. Gareth? Nah, I don't think his name's Gareth. Nice, we're getting later start time at work today, so I'm watching on your commute. For half an hour. Woo! Lovely. Not driving, so you're being safe. Okay, I assumed so. The stash and sunglasses make me think of a streamer whose name I probably shouldn't mention. If you don't want to mention, don't mention. Okay. I'm pretty convinced of Ash Blair. In the dandelion room. This was definitely... He has a pocket watch to Maurice, though. I don't know who Maurice is. Let me double check. JB. So I don't think... Unless he's also a Blair, but I don't think so. So Barrage is probably the thing. Because he's got a tab. He's got a tab downstairs. He's already had a wine or two. He's had 3 glasses of wine. Miss Green has him under the table, though, because she's had 4 glasses of wine. So, Addie Green. It's just this guy. Do you have anything on you that would tell me your full name? Just this poster. Is Amazing your first name? Ash tried to catch them all, but only caught these hands instead. Yeah, he did. He caught a knife in the kidney by the looks of it. I can't find another name. Is there anything I haven't clicked on? Do you have anything? Oscar Boyton. You guys really enjoying your shit anywhere? That's your company being an ass. Piglet full of love. Who are you talking about? Is it this guy that, like, wrote her the thing? I know that's not right. May I ask why you're speeding, sir? Well, you see, officer, I had to match Bridie's energy, and my speedometer has to be red like that. I cast a knife, rolls a 20. Heck yeah, that's a good knife roll. Okay, let's have a look. So-and-so, Robert Redruth, got into Evan... What was his name? Ash Blair's room. Through the trap door while Annie Green and Willard Wright and John Berridge were playing cards with loud music. A fight ensued upstairs, and Ash Blair got stabbed with... I need to check what that guy had on him. Rusty shears. Shears. So that's not right. Oh, 1 second. AB. Annie Green, Willard Wright, and ME, which would be, I assume, Maurice Evans. That's his name! Maurice Evans. ME. Finding that might not be right, but we're going for it anyway. So another one. Annie is at this. What are the numbers, Mason? What do they do? I honestly have no idea what the numbers mean. But the numbers are irrelevant. What I need is to confirm these names. So Annie Green, JB, so John Barash, and OB, which would be Oscar Boyton. And then AG, which is Annie Green again. JB, which would be John Berridge. And AB, which would be Ash Blair. Okay, so those... If that's right, the current game doesn't actually have Willard in. I might be wrong. This might not be Willard. It looks like Willard, but it might not be. This could be Willard. Are these the wrong way around? Willard's dead! Oh, I had the victim wrong the whole time. Oh, we got that though. Okay, so Robert got into Ash Blair's room. It's still Ash Blair's room though. It's just it's Willard in there, not thingy. So it is while Ash Blair was playing with them, a fight ensued, and Willard was stabbed. Is my entry wrong? It wasn't through the window, was it? He might have gotten out through the window. Maybe I have something wrong here. Ash didn't catch these hands after all. Ash did nothing but catch poker chips. Or maybe it wasn't Robert. Maybe it wasn't Robert. Maybe. Did he have the key to this room? Anywhere in here? He'd be able to lock his own room. Demonstration, this is gonna be letting the AC out! Oh, I can't be having that. Can't be having that. Maybe it wasn't Robert. Maybe it's just Coinky Dink that he's outside. Who gave you that note? You can lie low for a couple days in the old oarsman place down at the docks. It might not have been him. It might not have been him. So we know the three downstairs. It's definitely into Ash Blair's room through the trap door. It's just a case of who. These three were playing cards at the time. He had to have been playing for music, so it can't be any of those three. It would have been Henry Parker. He's just kind of outside existing. That doesn't make sense. Oscar Boyton, though. Mr. Boyton has the key to all of them, and would know his own layouts. No. Because he'd have all the keys. He'd know there's a connecting trap door. But then how did he get out? Homo. I still think this is right. Let's re-examine things. So we know at the time, Annie, John, and Ash are playing. We know that our victim is Willard. So we know, like I said, these ones are accounted for, which basically leaves these three. Henry Parker was just an observer. Oh, actually, one second. Large kitchen knife. So maybe it's a case of it could have been the knife and it could have been Oscar. He could have gone through the door as well because he has the keys. Homo. Here's a small folding blade. Everyone has a stabbing implement. Like, literally everyone could have stabbed the guy. Can I have a look at the stab wounds, bro? I mean, it looked pretty thick. There's a walking cane and a thing. You're the most sus. But you might be someone they just wanted to target on. Like, is there any evidence of... What is this? Revenge is written in the wall. In blood on the wall. Definitely wouldn't be the spear. Like I said, it's a break out, not in. Could have stabbed him with the bread. Who knows? The bread's probably stale enough. Why is there a pocket watch for the instrument guy? Maybe it's like Caesar Death, where technically everyone killed him, but like any group project, only one or a handful of people actually did anything useful. That's probably the case. It's gotta be the trap door, though. It's the only logical entrance. Unless they happen to have the key. Unless it was Ash. Unless it was the round before. And it was Ash Blair that did it. Because Willard doesn't have his key, so he would have taken his other key. And he only has the one key. and then his company note. So theoretically, would he not do it because he knows he has to be good, because otherwise his company manager's going to come in and go, "You did a murder? What? You're fired!" So maybe that's a reason why it couldn't be Blair. Someone was very much in love with this lady. It could have been him, but I don't see why that would be a thing. They have their own thingies. John's mad, but I don't think he ever left the poker table. No, I mean, he did in the first round, I guess. Because Maurice was in. And he never left the poker table, so it's highly unlikely that it was ever going to be her. It could have happened in the previous 2 rounds, though. So, potentially, it could have been Mr. John and his sword. So, let's... it was Maurice Evans instead of Oscar. And it would have been with his small sword. No? Still no? I am quite stumped. Quite stumped. On the motive, on the bloody writing, or on the means of... And the means of access is kind of confusing me, but I'm pretty sure it's a thing. On the card matches I've got, the motive is the idol, obviously. Small question, dear friend. More than one suspect might have a plausible motive to dislike the victim, but motive does not a killer make. Focus on who had the means to do the deed, rather than who merely wished for it. I mean, the one with the means, like I said, is this guy. He has the keys. He has all the means in the world. But it wasn't him. Nah. Direct your attention to the following, dear friend. The murderer was no ghost. They had to gain access to the victim and then leave. Some paths may not have been possible. Consider which of the suspects would have been able to access the right paths. As I said, like, the guy who has all the keys. What's the stool, though? Ah, the stool would have been up to the thing. Down here. Do the blood. And then leave. There's a key in the door, though. That I didn't notice. So he locked the door from the inside and then left through the thing. And then maybe came round to the front again. I have confusion. Mine is not, and this may have been an unwise choice of game, but I was curious, and I felt so smart in the first 2 rounds, but now I do not feel smart anymore. Like I said, Oscar Boyton's the one that has the knowledge and the ways to go. But would he have been able to get back inside? Would it actually have been... Door to the street is shut with a latch. So you wouldn't have been able to get back in unless you Opened it again. This guy, yeah, okay, he might have been able to like get round, but like he wouldn't be able to get in the first place, so it's not him. This guy has all the tools and stuff, but how did he get back inside? Is it a seemingly fine guy out here with his spear? I don't know. I'm gonna give it a go. What was his name again? Henry? Henry Parker. Henry Parker. Got in through the trap door. While Ash, John, and Annie were playing cards. Ash, John. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have a key? You have a key. You have a key. You have a key. You have a key. You have all the keys. I thought maybe someone was missing their key, and that's what that key would be. With a spear. No, I really stuck for this one. Can I check for mistakes? There we go, okay. So, it's not Ash Blair's room. But Ash Blair was in the dandelion room, right? Oh, it's Willard's room. I should have guessed. Ah, I'm mad at myself. Willard. No, Willard. Right. Set up to while Annie, Green, John, and Ash Blair. It wouldn't have been Henry Parker. I'm going to put Robert back there again. And stabbed him with the shears. It's not that. Robert Redruth, Ash Blair, and the shears. Okay, so if it's not Ash Blair, then it wasn't this round. So it might have been Oscar Boyton. But it was John and Annie. Yeah, so it was definitely Oscar who was playing with them. And by process of elimination, Willard's the victim, Henry's just a dude outside, it wasn't Robert, it wasn't John, it wasn't Annie, so it must have been Ash. Because Ash had the room next to him. And Ash's weapon of choice is a dagger. This was what the stab wound was like. Oh, brain! A man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trapdoor to steal something important. When he opened the music box, it awoke Willard up, and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. I fell for that. I fell for that framing. Good morning, Innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here a week ago. I had arranged convict. Did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening Willard Wright died. I will make it worth your while. Ooh. I did. Well, I had help. I had help from the hints and stuff. But we got there eventually. And that's all that matters. Let's have a quick look at the next one. But we are coming to the end of stream. I'll have a quick peek. See what we got. No, I'm trying to do this. There we go. The Cursed Inheritance. The Intoxicating Dinner Party. We have a small child. He sure are fine coats. Expensive cigar. Little Pip. Run to the city and grab some Ash Blair tobacco. and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I am back, David. Oh! This must be Little Pip. We have some fine coats, an overcoat and a hat. An overcoat and a hat. One with cigars that one has been stolen out of. And... Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invite you and your father to dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edward Cloudsley. Oh, the names are coming back. Dear Mary, here is something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win, Peter Battley. Oh, Peter. I'm loving this mess of a man that is Peter Battley. And we have, oh my. A syringe with some liquid left in it. In a statue. What should we say? Should we go upstairs first? Oh my, what has gone on here? So we need for a partially eaten salad, partially smoked cigar, and some red wine, I assume. So someone was having a whiskey as well, and a piece of roast. Salad and some white wine. Salad. Full glass of cloudy liquid. Coke. And a water. More Coke. More red wine. A piece of roast. And some eaten salad. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, I'm going to have to guess who sat where on a, yeah. Well, that's going to be fun. I know this is like right near the end, but I need to BRB. I've been trying to hold it, but I need to BRB. game's gone. I summon the game in 3, 2, 1. Bwah! See? Aren't I good? Look at my magic. Anyway, are you dead? Is she dead? Oh my, she is dead. She's been poisoned! Oh no. This is what's her face. She still only has 4 quid on her. Who are you? This is horrible. Embroidered handkerchief. This is Edmund. Can I just put his name in? I know who this is. EC. We have a heart key and a square key. It's poison. Nobody touch a thing. And nobody move. I'll send for the doctor right away. Yes, that's Edmund. Edmund Cloudsley. This was Mary Batterley, if I remember correctly. I don't know who anyone else is yet, so... What about you? You look rather terrifying. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely unsettling. Yes, £4 and a shilling. Oh, I know who you are. This is our absolute mess. Of course he has a deck of cards. You killed my aunt, you devil! I should execute you on the spot. £2. Time to head out, gotta go. Thank you for coming, Lucas. And I did the BRB at the wrong time, but also thank you for coming, Boris. Appreciate it. I won't be streaming for too much longer anyway. I'm gonna go for a little bit longer to make up for that BRB. But that I won't be going for too much longer. This was Peter Battley. Peter Battley. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who this is either. Oh my lord. This has nothing to do with me. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey and you will feel better. That feels like the same vibe of, P.S. when you get frustrated at work, think about that one cat video you watched not too long ago and you'll be happy again. He has a single shilling to his name. He also has a heart and a square key and a simple key as well as another note. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner and I will slip you a shilling. You did do that. And what's in here? So yeah, pepping tonic, half empty bottle of cloudy liquid, almost full, so that's lemonade, wine, brandy, water, the roast, and the salad bowl. Okay, so did anyone only have one of those things? So only one person had the brandy. So that's a potential. Most people had a roast or a salad, so that can't have been what was poisoned. Only one person had the water, only one person had the lemonade, by the looks of it. So those are the most likely suspects for the poisoning. What's through here? That is thing. Was anything through here? God, there's so much. Jesus. So many letters. Well, Edmund, you seemed pretty pleased after the old boy passed away from a spot. And a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends, and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. George Bridages? Final Vanguard. The revolution will come for the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against common folk with your blood. Edmund Cloudsley, once more you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demand amends. The only course of action you will have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentance, serpent, or we will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. Dear Uncle, I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you are too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me £300. It is small change to you, and I am desperately in need of it at present. Peter Battley. You know, Peter's up to his usual. Ah, so we have a blue... Ooh, I can get in. So we have a note. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptitonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. 2 sealed bottles of the tonic and a sealed bottle of opium. And a blue key, a blue lock as well. Dear Edmund, this cannot continue. This cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's Manor, he has asked for financial support several times. He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help. My dear brother, Rose Coupert. That's her. That's not Mary Bathley. That's Rose Coupert. I remember that. Her name was Rose because my middle name's Rose. So maybe this is Mary instead. What was it? What was the name of the lady he was trying to woo and he was just, and his uncle was like, no. Lady Richards. I imagine this is probably Lady Richards then. I don't know her first name. But she seems like a pretty lady, so... Dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to the colonies, where his violent nature will make him feel at home. I hear you are having dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father, Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventures in the colonies, so we can ship him away. Mrs. Baker, starting date. Okay, so Baker's the housemaid. So if we find the maid, we know the maid's name is Mrs. Baker. We got another one of these. Oh, he's got the idol. He shouldn't have the idol. Abraham Anderson's secret codes. Such trivial ciphers, reading only the first word of every sentence of the line, are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider this simple exchange. Money has changed hands. Money as a denominator of value has evolved and changed a lot. Still in... Ooh, ciphers? Let's have a look at these then. This since Manor 7 he please. This since he please. Maybe not that one. Not that one either. Anything in the bin? Once requisition, you're the last. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Secondly. No, not any of those. Definitely gonna keep that in mind now. Fantelio, Ideal Republic, visions of a utopia with order and structure. Interesting. A locked door. The Laceless Count, the besmirched lover of Lusitania. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with such nonsense again. 3 shillings and a penny and a knife. Locked room, I assume, yeah. So these are the servants' quarters by the looks of it. Stack of candles, 3 shillings and 2 pence, an ink pot. Star Child. Remember to take the 4th one from every row. The 4th one from every row. Will Oh. Once Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearances. A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid, partially empty. Did someone give it to them thinking it was a love potion? Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied that Brian served everything as instructed. Simple key, another strange looking key. The dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Mrs. Richards appears not to enjoy meat, and therefore prepare an alternative side dish. Yeah, so she's a veggie, which means she's one of these ones that didn't have an actual roast on the table. Of course, I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assume you are itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. She has a simple key for her room. Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share good news. There used has no I comfort and me. Sorry. There was a very suspicious formatting to this. There is no substance to the claim that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all acquisitions, and you will be no longer a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope that this will provide some comfort in these dark times, when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our poor souls. 1, 2, 3, 4. This. 1, 2, 3, 4. Substance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All. 1, 2, 3, 4. Target. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use. 1, 2, 3, 4. Substance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove. Target. Sincerely. Dark. Hand. Steward. Oh my, Miss Ada! What have you done? Someone got told to do something naughty. So if you're Ada, this must be the head nurse that we were talking about. She's Lucia. Interesting. We have a heart key. Sealed brandy. Sealed wine. Mrs. Smith! Not quite, I'm Miss Smith. 2 eggs and a pot of tea for breakfast. No heavy food at dinner. You were responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Mr. Walker. I am to be woken and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper at noon. Mrs. Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day. Twice on days I have visitors. David Goran, NB. David Goran's job requires that he may arrive or leave during the night. No complaining about this. EC. To Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service. So she's the one that has the bottom. This is Mrs. Smith's room. She has the bottom bedroom. Stack of candles. April 7th. Dear Diary, this has been an ordinary day, mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's evening dinner event. I do believe that I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years. I have loyally worked here. It is a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to Master about it tomorrow. The Wise Slave. Fables about rulers that make you think. Ink parts. Oh, she's got some stuff under there. Down with parasites. Too long have they feasted on our blood and sweat. Printer paint. So, she's a revolutionist, is our dear Mrs. Smith is a revolutionary. I know whose room this is. This is Mr. Garan's, who I believe is the murderer. He was hired to murder Willard for the idol, and he took Ash Blair as a pseudonym from his tobacco. Pistol. David. Clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. Yeah, I know. Ash Blair. What's in the attic? Indeed. Things are coming together. We've got the Maurice cover? A couple of pennies and a fancy handkerchief and a shiny pocket watch. Yeah. So there was like a key in there. A small bottle filled with amber liquid. Another kind of key. Monkey Man 2. Tooth for tooth. Monkey Man. 1. Striped Dark Hand. We've heard the name Dark Hand. Dark Hand. It's in the note that I have smartly decoded like the genius that I am. Okay, I think we've looked at pretty much all of these now. Have we seen everyone? I think so. So where's Mr. Garan? It was a very good movie, was that Monkey Man movie. I did see that one too. So we know this one is... Who's Ada? She must be Ada. Miss Smith is the one that's been here the longest. Yeah, she had no candles. Star Child. This is Ada's room. Oh, there's more in here. Leftovers of bread, some lemons, bottles of water, flour, potatoes, cut veggies, and a piece of meat. Okay. Unfortunately, I think I may need to stop there. Because it is way past time. You've had extra time. I planned on just doing like an extra 5 minutes because I did that whole BRB right at the end and I felt a little bad, so I did a little extra. But now you had like nearly 20 minutes extra because you're spoiled and you missed me, so I decided to stay longer. It's totally not because I got really into this. Detectiveness is fun, you know? So I'll probably play this again next week, actually. I was considering not because I was thinking maybe it's too big brain for me, but I am going to go for it. Why not? But that is next week. I will be back to a mostly normal streaming schedule after today. The rest of my schedule for this week is already up. So, you know, tomorrow we're back into Elden Ring. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun. I know where to go to level up now, so that'll help. I'll actually use my runes before I lose them. That would be great. But other than that, thank you so much everyone for coming. Thank you everyone in chat. Thank you to anyone who looked. And thank you to anyone who watches the VOD. If you have not already, I would highly appreciate it if you could leave a like on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you are on Twitch, if you could follow the channel, I'd really appreciate that. That would be lovely. We like numbers going up, and YouTube likes numbers going up, and then YouTube's like, oh, she's popular, and then I get more stuff. I don't know, cause numbers. Speaking of numbers, there's also the financial numbers you can use to help support this channel and support my one day dream of mostly just having this channel, and then that's it, and maybe just selling stuff, and that would be a dream, and then I wouldn't have to go to work, and then I wouldn't have to miss streams, and it'd be great. And if you would like to help towards that dream, there are many ways you can do so. That is the YouTube membership, where you can get emotes, exclusive streams, a Discord channel, and merch discounts. There is the Patreon, where you can get short stories, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and free books. And hey, look at this! Oh my god, I'm looking. Normal Size Phantom's been a member for frickin' ages, and it's great. Thank you so much. There is the Kofi, where there are small like tiny audiobooks in the Kofi shop, and then there's the merch store, where there are ebooks, first edition copies of books that I have written, bookmarks, keyrings, t-shirts, a notebook, a pillow, and some stickers. And I think that's it. Do I need to mention anything else? Oh yeah, if you are a streamer also and you are looking for some really cute emotes, I do have some emote commissions open on Kofi as well. They will be using some bases, so if you would like a nice budget alternative and a cute emote, then I suggest getting your butt over there. But other than that, I will be back tomorrow with the Elden of Rings. I don't know whether I'll be suntanned again tomorrow. Hopefully it's gone down by then. And with that giant yawn, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for coming! I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Briny Rosemouth and the Forbidden Library. Goodbye!